Here's how to check that you've configured your gradebook and you're set up for grading and it's syncing. Click on the eSchool Plus. You have to be a course admin in order to have the eSchool Plus logo, an item here on the left for your class. You want to click on Configuration, and for an elementary school setting, you want to make sure that these 5 items have categories from the left that match the right. You'll see numbers here, as well as this 6th one down here at the bottom. For secondary, you're just going to have formative and summative, as well as the completion ungraded. If you don't have this auto-populated and you see 2 dots when you first sign in, you're going to want to come in and create new Schoology category. Once you hit save, it should auto-populate this category. You have to make sure that these 2 match. If you make any changes, make sure you hit save configuration. If you go back to sync grades, you'll be able to see what has been successfully syncing to eSchools. You can hover over the error to see if an error is happening and why it hasn't been syncing. This particular exit ticket is not syncing to eSchools because it does not have a grading category. I'll show you how to do that in just a moment. For any sections that are linked, you do have to toggle to your other section to make sure it is also configured to the gradebook. So for this particular class, for the section for Rutgers, I click on Configuration, and it's already been created here. Don't forget, if you see the 2 dots, you'll just want to make sure you select the corresponding item so that the left column matches the right column. And any changes, hit save. Okay, so anything that's not syncing, you're going to want to make sure that you assign a category. The fastest way to do that is to do a bulk edit in your gradebook. So when you select your gradebook, click on this triple dots and select bulk edit. There's a few things that you're going to want to check here. The grading category, if it's ungraded, it's not going to sync to the gradebook in eSchools. If it's blank, it's not going to sync. Or if it's completion ungraded, it's not going to sync. So if you wanted these exit tickets to sync, you would need to change this grading category to one of the other options. Also, you need to have a due date assigned in order for it to sync. If you do not have a due date, it's going to default to the last day of the report period, and it will not factor into the student's grade until that last day in eSchools. So for anything that is graded, you want to make sure you have a due date. And when you're done here, you're going to want to make sure you hit Save Changes. Once you make these changes, you can go into your eSchool Plus and hit Sync Changes. As soon as you see these items queued and then successful, you can look in eSchools to make sure that the items sent to your eSchool gradebook.